What's up, y'all? Okay, so for those of you all who are new to our YouTube channel, we are a dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. We are the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show, and we talk about all things love, life, relationships, and pop culture from both the millennial perspective and the Generation X perspective. My name is Sammy Nicole. This is my beautiful mother, Fifi, and we are coming to you guys with a bonus or Halloween episode to talk to you guys about this Keith Lee takes on Atlanta restaurants. We have been seeing this all over social media. For those of you who are on social media, Keith Lee is a food critic and he goes around the country, to my knowledge, and he gives his review at different restaurants that he dines in at and he orders takeout from. And so he has, I think, I read he has 13 million followers on TikTok and he has 1.2 million followers on Instagram. So he's a pretty big deal. He's pretty influential. And so basically the tea is he was recently here in Atlanta over the weekend and he was going around to different Atlanta restaurants, basically just giving his review and his thoughts on the restaurants as far as the customer service and the food. And he has just been all the rave this weekend. He went to different restaurants around the metro Atlanta area, like the Real Milk and Honey over in College Park off of Main Street. He went to OLG, which is Candy Burris's from the Real Housewives of Atlanta's restaurant, down off of Peter Street in Atlanta. And if you guys can't tell, I know where the streets are because I'm from Atlanta and we live in Atlanta, and we've been to basically all the restaurants that Keith Lee went to and gave his thoughts or opinions on. So we just wanted to come and talk to y'all about what we thought about it. And Fifi, do you want to go first? And what did you think about this whole Keith Lee takes on Atlanta restaurants and everybody going in on Atlanta restaurants and critiquing Atlanta restaurants? He basically has all the Atlanta restaurateurs shook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that, exposure is good, whether it's good exposure or bad exposure. And I think he really put some of the restaurants on the spot. Like Sammy said, we live here in Atlanta and we frequent a lot of restaurants. We are foodies. If you can't tell, we eat and we eat good and we like to eat out. So I've been to the one restaurant that he been to, Milk and Honey. I've been to Milk and Honey and the Milk and Honey. I've actually been
The
to
Real Milk and Honey. It's Milk and Honey restaurant, and then there's
It's
the
the
Real
Real
Milk and Honey, which are two separate entities. They're not affiliated with each other.
So I've been to both of them. And to me, in Atlanta, brunch is like the big thing, y'all. We
Big
know
brunchers, like just like cities like in Houston and New York, Atlanta is big on brunches.
we like to get dressed up on Sunday or on the Saturday on the weekend. We like to go to brunch, right? So that's what we do in Atlanta. People make jokes about, I think Keith Lee made the statement too as well, when he got to Toast
Toast on Lennox.
Toast on Lennox, everybody was all dressed up to the nine. Well, y'all, that's what we do in Atlanta. We get dressed up and we go to brunch, okay?
It's literally giving a scene out of Love and Hip Hop or the Real Housewives.
Oh, the Real House.
People dressed to impress here. Atlanta is definitely, I'll be honest, I'm from Atlanta, born and raised. It's definitely a pretentious city. Everybody, I always tell people this who are, transplants or visiting. I always tell people, Atlanta, everybody thinks they're a star. Yeah. Everybody thinks they're a celebrity here in Atlanta. So,
yeah. So, he hit it right on the head as far as the food. The food it's okay. I think we just go really to say we went and it's all about the experience, right? If you give someone a good experience, they'll keep coming back and they'll keep telling somebody. So I think a lot of the exposure was exposing the restaurants because from the them not giving a good experience. Now he did go to some restaurants where he had a good experience, and I think the restaurant was called Dining Experience. And I think that the waiter was so good he gave him $1,000 tip. He left him $1,000 tip. But to go back to the Real Milk and Honey and the Milk and Honey, one is they're both located on, I guess, opposite sides of the city. And each one gives a kind of different vibe. I think one has like a patio setting, and one gives like inner city, like downtown East Point College Park kind of feel. So they kind of both give different vibes. They're both black owned, of course. I mean, they serve, the food is, it's about the same. You're going to get your lamb chops, your salmon bites,
catfish, shrimp and grits, cheese, collard greens, baked beans, cornbread.
Yeah, you're going to get all of the
chicken and waffles.
Southern delights, right? So to me, I've been in Atlanta for a while now. So, I'm not really impressed with a lot of things that I see and that goes on here. Of course, things have changed since I've moved here. Back in the day, it wasn't, the Beautiful was the spot to go for breakfast back in the day. Okay.
But I hear it's not so beautiful anymore. That's what I heard. I don't know.
The Beautiful was the spot back in the day to go to. Okay. When I got to Atlanta, that's where you went to brunch, to the Beautiful. Okay. So, and then all of a sudden we start to get all these, up and coming millennials open up these
Instagram photo brunch restaurants
here in the city. Now, what I will say is that some of them will give you that feel, that good vibe, I'll say Toast on Lenox. Samantha took me there. And we went, and when I got there, I was like, okay, this is giving Love and Hip Hop. I mean,
and I think we actually did see some people from Love and Hip Hop there.
Yeah. It gives you that, any minute now, they're going to block the camera and start filming a Love and Hip Hop scene.
A fight scene or something.
A fight scene or something is about to jump off.
A drink getting thrown in somebody's face.
But the food is good. I will say the food is good. Okay,
it is. It's good.
It's real good. And we're gonna also go to the one that's in Midtown. They just opened up one in Midtown. I heard the food is really good there as well. But the key to us going, we will not try to go to a popular brunch spot during the weekend. We have the flexibility where we can actually go during the week and have a week brunch or something like that. So we'll go during the week. We'll go to Toast in Midtown because I heard that location is really good. But I've been to just about all of the restaurants that Keith went to, and I have to agree with him. The service is mediocre. It's
mediocre.
Yeah, that. The service is not that great. It's not, it's not something where you want to go, ooh, I'm going back, ooh. But I will say that one place we went to, what is it?
Grits and Eggs in the Smyrna Vinings area is good.
It's really good.
Their customer service is even better though. So if you're ever in the Atlanta area, definitely go to Grits and Eggs. It's in the Smyrna / Vinings area in Atlanta, in Metro Atlanta. It's like maybe 5-10 minutes from the city, and it's a really nice restaurant. It is black owned. It's called Grits and Eggs. And basically when you go to Grits and Eggs, it is a popular brunch spot. So while they do have seating, which I like, because a lot of these brunch spots, they don't have seating inside the restaurant. You have to wait outside. Like if you go to OLG, or if you go to Toast on Lenox, or if you go to the Real Milk and Honey or Milk and Honey, you have to wait outside. There's no seating inside of the restaurant. They can't accommodate you, so they don't have a waiting area. But at Grits and Eggs, they do have a waiting area inside the restaurant, so you can sit down. They usually will have like a pianist playing on a piano, and
coffee.
They'll offer you a sample of coffee. They'll also they will even offer you like
pastry samples,
little samples. Like they'll offer you samples of like beignets, their pastries. Like the actual chef and owner of the establishment, he'll go around with like a tray full of like samples, and he'll offer to his patrons who are like sitting and waiting for a table. So I was really, really impressed. I'm like, oh, okay, we get something to snack on while we waiting to be seated. Like, that's different. I had never experienced anything like that. So shout
Yeah.
outs to Grits and Eggs in Atlanta. Definitely check them out. Of course, like any other brunch spots, the food can be pretty pricey. But I kind of look at it as you paying for not only food, but the good customer service, which they do have.
And I think the owner is a chef.
He is a chef.
He's a chef.
He's a celebrity chef as
He's
well.
celebrity chef as well. So the food is really good there. And when you walk in, it's just the whole vibe. It's a nice area.
People are friendly.
People are friendly.
They have free valet.
They have free valet. And that's another thing we want to talk about is the parking.
Right.
When you go to these brunch spots in the city, you have to actually pay for parking. A lot of times, except when you go to now the Atlanta Breakfast Club down, where's that off of
It's like Centennial. That's over in, right across the street from the Georgia
Aquarium. The parking over
Marietta
there, you
Street,
have to kind of like park in the neighborhood. They do have some parking over
It's
there as
awful. I
well.
hate it.
But that's where Keith went as well, and he got the peach cobbler. I think it was the peach cobbler French toast or something like that.
Yeah, food was okay. It went on.
It's okay, but that peach cobbler. Now I have to beg the difference with Keith on that. That peach cobbler French toast, it's pretty good, y'all. It's real sweet, but it's good. It's pretty good. That's one of the items that I order off the menu when I go there. It's pretty good. And I've been there a few times as well. And where else did he go? He went to Atlanta Breakfast Club. He went to the Old Lady Gang.
OLG.
Yes, we've been there.
Candy Burris' restaurant from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've been there.
Y'all.
She owns OLG, and then she also owns a seafood bar called Blaze, which is named after her daughter.
In the hood. That's
off of Camp Creek. Camp Creek used to be a nice area. It's now turned into the hood.
From what I understand, Blaze is not all
Over by
that.
the airport.
Allegedly, from what a friend told me about it, she went. But the Old Lady Gang, we went there, and I think we ordered the same thing. I think you got catfish, and I may have gotten something else. But we ordered the same size. We both had the sweet potatoes. We both had the mac and cheese, and the consistency was different. It was like they had two different people cooking the sides, because her mac and cheese and mine taste different, and her sweet potato souffle tasted different from mine. So it's something about the consistency of the food at the Old Lady Gang, and mine tasted maybe like it was a couple of days older than hers. Hers was more fresher than mine. But I will say this, and we both agreed, the devil eggs at the Old Lady Gang, I will go and get them by themselves. They are delicious, y'all.
And we actually saw, two of the aunts outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
The OLG gang, we saw 2 out of the 3 from the OLG gang.
Yeah, so I guess, it just depends.
And we went during the middle of the week, though.
We went during the middle of the week.
So it wasn't a wait. I don't think we waited
We
at all.
didn't wait at all.
We got seated immediately.
We got seated immediately. We didn't have any problem getting seated. We walked right in. We got seated immediately. The only problem I had was her taking us down in that dungeon, because it's like a 2-level to the one.
It's 2 stories.
Two
so
stories.
it's like a level 1, but we had to go downstairs in the seating area downstairs.
I really didn't like that. You know, it's kind of, she needs to freshen it up a little bit, because it's been around for a minute. So she needs to go in there and just get freshen it up a little bit. Clean it up a little bit. Maybe repaint, freshen up the tables and the chairs a little bit. But we didn't have any problem waiting. The server was fine. Customer service was good. I really had no issue with the Old Lady Gang, except the food consistency may have been off that day. I don't know if, we ended up getting something that had, they had cooked prior to, a couple of days, or what the issue was. But other than that, I really didn't have a problem with the Old Lady Gang.
Yeah, and the service was fine. We didn't have any issues.
We didn't have any issues with the service either. But we went during the week.
Yeah.
We have the flexibility where we can actually we can brunch and go to lunch during the week, so we don't have to wait. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to try Toast in Midtown because I hear the food is good there as well.
We already tried Toast at the actual original location
Lenox.
off of Lenox. Now we're gonna try Toast on Lenox at their Midtown location. Their newer location.
I hear the food is really good. We've been to Cafe Social.
That's another black-owned restaurant. That's in the Smyrna Vinings.
Yeah.
That's off of Veterans Memorial.
Black couple.
Like the food.
The black couple owns that. Samantha will get shrimp and grits no matter where we go.
But all shrimp and grits is not created equal, y'all. I just want to throw that disclaimer out there. Now,
it don't matter wherever we go. She's gonna get her shrimp and grits.
I mean, how can you F up shrimp and grits, right? Some places though it don't be all that, but y'all know what I'm saying. So anyway, we went to Cafe Social. You want to tell them who the background, because you know a little bit more about the background for Cafe Social than I do.
Cafe Social is owned by a black couple, and I think they own a couple of more businesses in Atlanta. They're like they have their hands into a lot of things. A lot of things in Atlanta. They're a young black couple. I forget their names, but Cafe Social has been around for a while now. The shrimp and grits are really nice. They come out in this big martini glass. You know, the presentation is everything, y'all, for these shrimp and grits. Go to their website and look at it. They have pictures of their shrimp and grits in this big cocktail glass. But I think I got the wrong thing last time. I got chicken and waffles, and I kind of wanted some chicken wings with my waffles instead of chicken strips.
Yeah.
So that kind of like threw me off. But I usually got the shrimp and grits. But I tried something new this last time.
Yeah. I got the shrimp and grits, and I like it. It's the menu item is called the martini shrimp and grits,
right.
And they give you your shrimp and grits in a big martini glass.
Yeah,
and the presentation is really nice. Like they have like the flower and everything, so it's really nice. I love me some good aesthetics, so that's what I really like about Cafe Social. Their presentation and how they like provide you with the shrimp and grits in the martini glass, and then they give you like a side of toast as well. So I like it. It's they do have a wait time too. So, but they don't have any seating inside of their restaurant, so you do have to wait. And I also noticed that one thing about
they have a bar as well.
They have a bar. Another thing is I do like how transparent they are. They are upfront. They let you know that they are understaffed and that they work as fast as they can to accommodate their customers, because they do a good job, but you might have to wait a little bit because they are understaffed.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can't always meet the demand of the traffic that they get. So, but I do appreciate they literally have a sign when you first walk in letting you know. So hopefully, they'll be able to get more people in there. But I mean, it's never going to be perfect, y'all.
Yeah. So those are some
these are, individually black-owned businesses. They're not chain restaurants, so they're not going to have the same amount of money to spend on employment and staffing. Even though I think that's, if I was a restaurateur, but I'm not, I think that's something I would definitely try to prioritize and invest in.
Yeah.
Even if that meant I had to, that reduced how much I took home every month.
Yeah.
I would. That's me.
But that's just some of the places. I also heard that Gaucher has a really nice spot.
Yes, Gaucher's Breakfast Bar. Is it Gaucher's Breakfast Bar?
She has a couple of locations.
I've been there. Only thing when I got the
so you have been to Gaucher?
I have been to Gaucher's.
Okay, I've never been to Gaucher's.
I've been to Gaucher's. Gaucher's Restaurant Bar. I hope I'm saying the restaurant name correctly, but they're off of Camp Creek. And I've been there. The only thing I did not like was that she still kept the tail on the shrimp when I got the shrimp and grits. I didn't like that.
Okay.
Like this tail was still on.
With
I had to
I
didn't like that. But her restaurant was nice.
The service was nice. The
service was nice. The experience
I
was
heard
nice.
that her restaurant is really nice. I have a friend that went there and she really enjoyed it.
So many brunch spots, girl.
It's brunch spots, y'all. I mean, we brunch all the time.
She was in there working.
Really?
Yeah. She was serving people and it was busy. And she was in there serving people.
So there you go.
So
and then
her. She definitely was hands-on. Gaucher. And if anybody don't know, Gaucher is a friend of Candy Burris, and she's been on a guest or a friend of the show on the Real Housewives.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So, and push come to shove, if you don't want to, go to any of the black restaurants, you can always go to the Four Seasons for brunch. They give you a brunch like nothing ever
Or you can
before.
go to a good Atlanta staple, Thumbs Up Diner.
A thumbs
They
up
have
is
multiple
good.
locations. You can't go wrong with Thumbs Up
No,
Diner.
you can't.
They be
You
packed
can't.
too
You
because their
can't.
food is good, but they work as fast as they can to get you seated. So yeah, if y'all don't want to do the black-owned restaurants in Atlanta, y'all check out the Flying Biscuit. The Flying Biscuit is
Biscuit is
really
good.
good. Thumbs Up is really good. Another Broken Egg is really good. So we got some really good spots
We do.
to eat at. What's another black-owned restaurant? We've also been to G Garvin's restaurant.
Yes.
Low Country Steak.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that experience? Or?
I love G Garvin's restaurant here.
Mhm.
That's a nice spot, if
That's
for
downtown.
special occasions. And
It's fine dining.
It's fine dining.
Typically need to have a reservation.
Or you can sit at the bar.
Or you can sit at the bar.
Because we sat at the bar one time.
Yeah, twice actually.
Yeah, we sat at the bar twice.
We've been about 4 times?
4 times. Yeah, we've been. I like G Garvin's spot. It's a whole vibe. The music is in there. He's playing music. It's a vibe. It's real sexy in there. It's a good spot for date night or just to go with your girls. I went there for my birthday one year. It's just a real nice vibe in G Garvin's spot. I have to give it to him. And sometimes he's walking around there, and he's working. So, it's just what you feeling in Atlanta. Atlanta is a place where you can go with whatever. You can go anywhere where you got the money to go. If you got a little bit of money, you can go to a little bit spot that don't cost you a lot. If you got a lot of money, you can go to a spot that costs you a lot of money. So, it's diverse. That's one thing that I like about Atlanta. So, whatever you feeling, whatever type of food you feeling, we got it here in Atlanta, So I think that with Keith coming, I think he did expose some restaurants, like charging $1 for butter. Come on now, for your biscuit.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that we do too much sometimes. We just do too much. We don't know when to just calm it down and not do too much. Sometimes we get so much and then we just get full of ourselves, And then I think a lot of times we don't have the business sense of running
the dream and the desire, but we just
of running a business. Sometimes we just need to hire people that can handle certain things for us.
Who understand, like Funky Dineva said, industry protocol.
Right, who understands industry protocols. And I think that's where we make the mistake. We have the money and we can get what we need to start the business, get the business running, but we don't hire certain people on our team to help us maintain the business the way it should be maintained.
And we need that. And it may be due to funding, right? Like resources. But
yeah,
I just think that's one area that you shouldn't be cheap on. Like you have to invest in that area.
Because people will talk. One bad experience will spread more than 10 good experiences.
Yep.
Okay, trust me. So I think that we just, as Black business owners, we just really need to focus a lot on the experience and
the customer service. And pay your staff better so that way they feel motivated to treat people with some decency.
And another thing Funky Dineva said, treat your customers like you want to be treated when you dine out. The way you want to be treated.
Everybody should feel like they're a VIP when they come into your establishment.
Exactly.
Especially if you got some high ass prices.
And don't try to size people up by the way they look. You just never know. We've been to establishments where, people kind of sized us up, and not sized me up, but maybe sized Samantha up because she's younger. But not knowing, who she is, I'm just going to say that. Or what she has, I'm just going to say that and leave it alone. So don't size people up and treat them a certain way when they walk into a business, because you just never know. You just never know. You never know if that person is gonna give you a $5 tip or a $500 tip. You know, by you sizing them up the way they look. So I think that's another thing that happens a lot in Black businesses. I think that happens a lot. We size people up and look at them, and you know, and then we treat them accordingly. And I think we have to get out of that mindset, you know. So how we entertain people in establishments, you know, and I know that a lot of times we are stereotyped because of previous behavior that, you know, someone has portrayed, and you know, maybe somebody went into the establishment and asked for 10 butters for one biscuit. So now they want to charge $1 for the butters because they asked for 10 and then they messed over them and left them on the table, and of course that's a cost to the business.
Right.
So, you know,
they want to recoup that
they
money.
want to recoup their money, but it takes money to make money.
Right.
And when you're in business, you have to factor that all in. You factor that all in, you know, what's gonna be a loss and what's gonna be a gain. They teach you that.
Come on, business consultant, MBA. This Miss MBA over here.
Yeah, I have my MBA.
So she's a business consultant.
And I'm
in
a
real life.
In real life. I do this in real life.
She went to school for it in real life, girl.
So you know,
no shade to the people on social
y'all, my
media.
child, I'm telling you, it's always your children.
But y'all know people be on social media and they like, I'm a business consultant, I'm this, I'm that, and they have like no credentials. Not saying that you can't be great at what you do and not be called to it without the credentials, but it's just nice when somebody says I'm a business consultant and they actually have the credentials to back it up. That's all I'm saying, because going to school is hard.
Very hard.
And it takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication. So anytime I see somebody that is a consultant in any field and they actually have the degree to back it up, you know, I have a lot of respect for them because it's hard. It's hard work.
Yeah.
You know?
So my biggest cheerleader, y'all. But yeah, I do have my MBA. So I do understand the business aspect of running a business. You know, I'm not familiar with the restaurant business, but business is business at the end of the day, right? You're all in it to make money. And I know that having a great customer experience will continue to bring you money. So it's all about the experience.
Right. So let me ask you this, business consultant. Based off of Kandi Burruss's response to Keith Lee, what did you think? What did you think of her response? Do you think it was appropriate? Like, is there any way you would have like rephrased her response? Is there anything you think she could have did differently in her response to in her address to Keith Lee about her restaurant? Excuse me.
I think that her response, I think it was professional. I think that what she said about, you know, not being able to accommodate you if you come in and you wanted to go order because it will overwhelm the kitchen and they won't be able to accommodate, or, you know, the orders within the restaurant. Now it's Kandi. I think Kandi has the resources to do both. I think she's able to hire somebody that can maintain the phone orders and also have someone adhere to what's going inside the restaurant. I think she has the resources to do that. I think her response sounded like someone that doesn't have access to the resources to do both. I think she's capable of doing both. And I say that because I think she has the resources. Kandi has the money where she can easily do that. But I think that she feels she pushed back from that because she really doesn't need the money. You know, or maybe, you know, she just don't want to focus on that. It's too much to focus on and she has other things going on. But if she wanted to accommodate to-go orders, she could easily accommodate to-go orders. But the issue I had with Kandi...
They could easily buy another building or buy a food truck. And who knows, maybe that's something in the works.
Right.
Maybe her and Todd and their team are brainstorming what they can do to rectify this issue going forward. Who knows? But we know she got the reason. It ain't no money issue.
Yeah. So I think that excuse she gave, I think it was...
kind of skirted around the issue. It was a good political answer.
Yeah, politically correct answer.
She responded like a good politician would.
Yes, she did. The issue I have with her is not addressing the fact when Keith's family came in and they told them it would be an hour and a half wait, but when he came in, he was able to sit down
In
immediately.
like 5 minutes, if that, yeah.
So I had an issue with that. That's what we wanted to hear about. We didn't care nothing about the to-go orders, really. We want to hear about why this man got seated, was able to get seated, and normal people are waiting an hour and a half to be seated.
And they paying they hard-earned money. You getting that normal money.
So I would just...
My money good enough for me to pay for your product,
and
but it's not good enough for me to get seated in a timely manner. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody money green. If you got that money, you paying.
Yeah.
You know, everybody should be treated the same.
And as her business manager, business consultant, whoever she has, I would have told her, you need to address that, because the people want to know why that happened. And I'm sure she didn't know why it happened, but what she could have said, well, you know what? I'm sure that was an oversight on my staff. I really don't know what was going on that day. I wasn't there, but I'm going to look into it, and we're going to rectify the situation, because all of our customers deserve to be seated in an ample amount of time. You know, something like that.
Mhm.
You know, I apologize. I acknowledge the problem, and this is what we're going to do to fix it. You know, people want to know, okay, first of all, you acknowledge the problem. Okay, I got it. It was a problem. You know, it looks like a little favoritism going on due to status. You know, due to who Keith was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm just going to overlook, you know, the people that has maybe drove, you know, from out of town just to come to my restaurant.
Flew out of town.
Flew from out of town.
And came specifically to my restaurant.
And yes, yeah. to
support
you know,
me,
to support me. So all of my customers are valued customers. And that's what she should have said. All of my customers, everyone that comes to support me here at the Old Lady Gang, they are valued customers. Mm-hmm. That's what we wanted to hear, Candy. Mm-hmm. We all want to know that all of our money is green and it spends
the same.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's where she dropped the ball. She didn't address that. She didn't say anything about it because she knew she knew there was an issue there. Mm-hmm. She knew that, you know, they were wrong. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes people just want to hear you say, okay,
I was wrong.
We messed up. Mm-hmm. But when you say that, you have to give a solution to the problem too. Mm-hmm. And then you move forward. And that's what I would have told her as her business consultant. You need to address the situation. Just tell them that it was an oversight on your staff, because things happen. It was, although we know it wasn't. But it was, you know, given the benefit of the doubt, she wasn't there. She don't know what transpired that day. It was oversight on my staff. I'm not sure what happened. All of our customers that come here to support us are valued customers, and we would like to give them the same service and experience and seat them in an ample amount of time. You know, something like that to kind of smooth things over. And people would have been like, okay, Candy, okay, cool. But for her just to not acknowledge it, I don't think that was cool. Mm-hmm. I don't think that was the right move for her and her brand. You know, I don't think that was the right move. But you know, the places that he did go to, I think he went to a Jamaican restaurant in Stone Mountain. And the service was excellent. And the young lady that owns that restaurant, she's on TikTok, and she was just crying and crying. She said, I've been working so hard at this. She said, he comes here, he gives us a good review, and the line was down the street, y'all.
Wow.
The line, she said, I can't even keep up. Yes. So kudos to her. So it's all about the experience. I tell people that all the time. It's all about the experience that you give your customers and clients to keep them coming back and coming back. And not only will they come back, but they're going to bring some more people with them. Mm-hmm. I promise you that.
Yep. And to attest to that, when I first went to Grits and Eggs, because we we both went together. We had such a great
Yeah.
experience. Then we
Mhm.
went back again. And then the third time I went back, I brought my friend, and I told one of the owners, I was like, yeah, I came back again, because they had recognized our face. They treated us like family, like they knew us, which was really warming and endearing. So shout out to Grits and Eggs.
We love grits and
Yeah.
eggs.
They gave like my friend and I like free beignets, so we were waiting for our food. So it was just like really nice, you
Yeah.
know. And they prioritized getting us seated because they recognized like, oh, this person's came back again, you know. So just little things like that go a long way, you know.
And one thing I like about grits and eggs, the chef, the owner, he comes around. He's engaging with you.
Him and his wife.
Him and his wife. You know, beautiful couple. You know, and it's just a real pleasant experience there. You know, they got that customer service thing down pat. When I tell you they got that thing down to a T, from the time you walk, hey, how are you doing? Even the hostess, hey, I was like, do she know me? Look, y'all stop. Give us, I said, oh, okay.
Like you felt like you was
I was like, okay. So everybody that goes to Grits and Eggs is a celebrity, y'all. Okay? Trust me, that when you walk in, it's just the whole vibe there. And I think you can do like big gatherings there and everything. And now they have the what they call it, the igloo tents outside.
Yeah.
For dating,
for inclement weather and stuff like that. Yeah.
So that's one of the spots if I would recommend, and I actually put that in one of the replies for Keith to actually go there, because you know we always want to focus on the negative, but although he didn't, because he did go to some places that had great reviews, y'all, and he said he had a good experience. But you know, another thing they were saying how humble he was with his responses. But like Funky Geneva said, he was humble, but he was shady at the same time, kind of.
Of course, you gotta throw a little shade.
Yeah, you gotta throw a little shade in there. But you know, we are, like Samantha said, she's ATL born. She's been here all of her life, and I've been here more here than where I actually was born and raised. So we've experienced going to different restaurants, but like I said, y'all, the Four Seasons.
That brunch is amazing. It's an experience.
I tell you, we went there for Samantha's
all the foods you can
birthday weekend. Y'all, the Four Seasons brunch, and if anybody has ever stayed at the Four Seasons or went to the Four Seasons, you know that it's top notch. And the one here in Atlanta is really nice. When you walk in, it's on the second level. What's the name of the bar, Samantha, up there?
Bar Margot.
Okay, so it spreads all the way to the bar, but it's all outside the bar. So you got like
it's the bar, and then the other side it goes to the dining area.
The
it's
whole
like a
floor.
Yeah.
The whole floor goes around in circle with nothing but food, any type of food you can imagine. And then there's a room full of food as well. And then it's just drinks, and it's just crazy.
I darn near almost made myself sick trying to eat everything. And I was trying not to be that and ask for a to-go box to fill up my little doggy bag with me. I ain't want to be that tight. But I feel like they should give us a little to-go box.
Yeah, and the service was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
The service was wonderful. I actually had a situation at the Four Seasons. And y'all, being the business major that I am, whenever I have an issue with any establishment or I feel like that I'm not getting what I pay for, I am quick to send a letter
to corporate,
to CEO. Mm-hmm. I'm quick that I being a business major, I can get up a letter real quick. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, so we had an issue with the Four Seasons that weekend. We stayed there for her birthday. We did like the regular breakfast, but anyway, we had an issue, so we were so we went back to the brunch, and we actually knew the I guess he was the manager
of dining
for
the Four Seasons.
So it was just a really great experience for us. That was the first time I had brunch there. I had actually did the spa there a few times, but brunch was an experience. So
Yes, it was.
if you are
And the
in
spa
a
is amazing there at Four Seasons.
oh my
too.
God, the spa is amazing. I've been to the
Amazing.
spa a couple of times. It's
Yeah.
really nice. So if you're in Atlanta and you don't want to go to any of the black establishments, just go to the Four Seasons and you won't be disappointed. Okay, trust me, you will not be disappointed. And if it's anything that you see that you want and you don't see, they will get it for you. Okay,
Yeah, and the pastries are made fresh
every day.
every day.
So you can just imagine how the experience is at the Four Seasons. But I think that's pretty much all the all the restaurants we go to. Where else do we go? Of course,
We go to Houston's.
yeah, we
South
go to
City
Snooze.
Kitchen. Snooze is
We've
really
been
good.
feeling Snooze. Snooze is everywhere though.
Yeah,
Snooze is like a chain.
Yeah, but Thumbs Up is not a chain. I don't.
Thumbs Up is not a chain, but it's not black owned.
Yeah,
though.
it's not black owned.
But it's a staple here in Atlanta.
Breakfast at Barney's is black owned.
Yeah.
That's another brunch spot. Did he go to Breakfast at Barney's? No.
I don't know if he went to Breakfast at Barney's or not. But that's another little, kind of little love and hip hop vibe, You see people all down the street waiting to get in, But the food is pretty good at Breakfast at Barney's.
Breakfast at Barney's is good. That's another place that we like to go during the week.
We went there during the week.
It's like a 2-hour wait.
It's a 2-hour wait. And that's the key. I know people come to Atlanta, during the weekend. It's a vibe. I'm going to the ATL, for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a vibe. So everybody is brunching on the weekend. But if you can get away during the week to come to Atlanta and try some of the places, I'm quite sure the experience would be different with some of the places. But did he go during the week, or was he, I don't know if he was here during the week or the weekend, or he just, I think he was here the whole week, because he said this week has been something here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think he came during the week, but we really hadn't had, the food is okay. The only place I would rant and rave about the food is Toast on Lenox. The food is good there.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's really good there. And another place that we may go is South City Kitchen. They have a good brunch.
They're not black owned though.
They're not black owned. But just places if you just don't want to support black owned, because it looks like we being got, y'all, at these black owned establishments. They do. Why we do ourselves?
They don't be playing by their rules either.
No, the rules are the rules. And I didn't hear the response that the real Milk and Honey, or was it the Milk and Honey guy?
The real Milk and Honey.
What did he say?
The Milk and Honey guy put out a statement just clarifying that he has no association with the real Milk and Honey owner. They're two separate entities. So he just wanted to put out that disclaimer. But allegedly, the real Milk and Honey owner, the one off of Main Street in College Park, allegedly he made a statement saying, "Y'all gonna listen to somebody with autism tell y'all where to eat?" That's allegedly what he said.
That's awful,
which is pretty despicable, pretty deplorable thing.
Very despicable. That's awful. That is so. Yeah, that is so awful. From that alone, I wouldn't even.
And very ignorant.
Very ignorant.
And you a business owner, so.
Yes, and our babies suffer from that at a high rate. Black babies, and you're gonna put that out there like that's ignorance. I definitely won't go there. Now I'm real particular about where I spend my money at. Unless it has to be really good, but. I won't fool with you if it's not right. I'll take my money somewhere else, But I think that's kind of ignorant. Mm-hmm. That's real ignorant, And that just shows what type of person he is. Now, do you want to go there and eat in his restaurant? No, that's terrible. He needs to apologize for saying that.
Yeah.
Keith Lee is very intelligent. He's very intelligent. He sounds
influential.
Like very. What, 14 million followers?
Like 13, 14 million followers on TikTok, and then 1.2 on Instagram. So that's over 14, 15 million between those two social media platforms. Wow.
And the thing with what I thought about was, Darius Cook was going around
doing the same exact thing.
doing the same exact thing.
Y'all remember Darius Cooks?
And I think he's still doing it. But Keith just kind of outshined him like instantly.
Maybe because he got a better attitude.
I think it's the approach. There you go. It's the approach.
Because Darius Cook, he got a little disposition.
Yeah, he can be kind of ugly acting sometimes. He really can. But it's the approach.
Allegedly, people were complaining about not getting their cookbooks and the cakes that they ordered from him.
Yeah. Now, when he had his restaurant, what was the name of his restaurant?
Y'all, you went.
I went. I can't think of the name of the restaurant, but his food was good, y'all. His food when Darius Cooks had that restaurant down by Slutty Vegan, was right next door. I forget where it was, but in Atlanta. But his food was good. He had sides that the sides were so big, the sides would come out in a skillet.
They were like shareable.
Shareable sides, yes. The food was really good, y'all. So I can't take that away from him. You know, with the alleged things they say was going on, he wasn't paying his employees and this and that and the other. But Darius, that food was good. And you know, I don't take nothing away and I don't give none, but I give where it's due, I give it. And his food was pretty good at that restaurant. And I was kind of disappointed it closed. Because it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. It was pretty good. So he doesn't have any restaurants open here, but I think he still does the dining thing where he goes around different cities and do like the little dining setup where he cooks and you have to pay this
dining party.
Yeah, you pay this large amount of money just to have the experience with him. Some people say it's good and some people say it's not. So I don't know. But yeah, so we just wanted to come on and see what y'all thought about Keith. Mm-hmm. Keith Lee. You know what he's doing. I think he's gone now. I think he's gone. But the city is lit, y'all. It's talking.
He got the city on fire with this customer service, some black-owned restaurants. He got everybody shook. He was on the national news. Yeah. Yeah, he was on the national news. So the city is talking about these black restaurants. And local news.
And local. So I wonder what the brunch weekend gonna be. This upcoming weekend, what the brunch spot's gonna be like.
Yes.
I wonder are they gonna be packed at, you know, where everybody like to go. Mm-hmm. Now you know we gonna be like
second guessing. Do I want to eat there or not? Do I want to patronize that business or not?
Yes, because sometimes you just don't want to be dealing with the crowd, you know,
and the BS that come
along with it, and a long wait time. It's just crazy to wait 2 hours to eat.
Yeah, I can't do that no more. Like, last time we went to Barney's on the weekend, it was literally a 2-hour wait, y'all. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? This is crazy.
I can't do that. It's a lot. It's a lot just to eat somewhere. And it's like that in Atlanta. You know, everything that he experienced, y'all, we have experienced. It's like that in Atlanta.
He wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying, not one time.
We from the A, we live in the A. He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. We be dressed to the T. You hear me? Baby. We pull out all our designer stuff. We be ready, okay? And Jamal the bishop.
Jamal Bryant.
Be talking about going to brunch.
Yeah, going to brunch.
He be talking about going to brunch after service, because that's what we do here. Mm-hmm. Atlanta is known for brunching, okay? Mm-hmm. It's known for brunching. But that's all I had to say. Did you have something else?
No, that's it, y'all. Just let us know what y'all think down in the comment section about this whole Keith Lee takes on Atlanta restaurant culture. Let us know what y'all think down in the comment section. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Oh, I know. I want to say, how much would y'all be willing to pay for brunch? Because somebody said they were paying like for one dish somebody said for... I think couple sausages and eggs and grits, they paid like $45.
Oh, that's crazy. Hell no.
At one of the places. So how much would y'all be willing to pay for brunch?
Baby, I'm going to thumbs up and calling it a damn day. That's what I'm doing.
Because how much is the shrimp and grits at thumbs up?
Girl, it may be like $15 at that.
And that's cheap, y'all.
And that's cheap for Atlanta.
And the food is good at thumbs up.
It's good.
And it's hot. It comes out
hot. and it's good.
We've been going to
I may
thumbs up
go
for
get me something to
years.
thumbs up tomorrow.
You gonna run out in the
Girl,
tomorrow?
I might run down there tomorrow, honey.
Girl, yes. I like to get the bowl, the breakfast bowl.
I like the catfish, the spuds, and the cheese grits.
And then y'all, they give you a big old homemade biscuit, and it don't be dry like that one Keith said he had down at the Atlanta Breakfast Club. They give you a nice fresh biscuit at Thumbs Up. Thumbs Up is good. It's a staple. It's been around. It's one on Edgewood. They're everywhere.
I always tell people to go to Thumbs Up. They ask me like, "What's some good places to go?" Thumbs Up.
Thumbs Up. We like Thumbs Up. We've been going there. My
For
ex
years.
introduced me to Thumbs Up, and I've been going ever since.
Yep.
So that's one of our spots. But yeah, what would y'all pay?
What you think a reasonable price to pay? Because I've heard some people say when they go out to brunch, they spend an average of $100.
Okay.
I'm like, wow.
What would you pay, and how long would you wait to eat?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was the question. Paying, how long would you wait? How much would you pay? And do you get good customer service or have a good experience? You know, what's a good experience to you? But yeah, that's it.
Yep. All right, y'all. So again, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If there are any topics that you want us to talk about, please let us know. And again, we are the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi Show. We are a dynamic mother-daughter duo. We're the only mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. And we talk about, again, all things love, life, relationships, and pop culture from both the millennial perspective. I'm a millennial. And the Generation X perspective. My beautiful mother, Fifi. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.